Yeah, so guess what? The dirty cartel cops, the people who Cesar Agusta tried to lead me to believe to be cops, just tried to enter my home. Roughly about 30 minutes ago. So, here I am in front of Mr. Benito Juarez's place, again, with no money, my 70 grand that Cesar Agusta owes me. So, I'm wondering, did Mr. Benito Juarez send cops over to my home with Cesar Agusta just now to try to enter my home? I mean, I honestly don't know. So the last thing they expected is for me to come out my home and to be here. So if you want to see the videotape, it's on my website, Dismantle the Central Intelligence Agency. It just happened. Cesar Agusta shows up at my house with a man in a blue shirt and a young boy, and then he puts on a black vest that says Mexico on it, and they claim that they were cops, and the guy was showing me a little card with a barcode saying he's police. That he wants to come in my home with Cesar Agusta. About 30 minutes ago, officers. See, there are officers right there behind the Benito Juarez. There's a desk, but you can't see it because it's too dark on film. So, let me tell you, officers, some international law. So you can tell Cesar Agusta, your cartel lawyer. First, I don't speak Spanish. So if you're going to try to enter my home, bring somebody that speaks English other than the man that stole $70,000 from me. Second of all, if you're going to have legal papers, have them written in English, not Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. This is international law. So if the cops want to enter my home and try to put drugs in there or try to put microphones in there, for whatever reason the cops try to come into your home, this ain't America. Mexico don't have the Patriot Act. That's why I left. The Patriot Act, the police, FBI, CIA can come inside your home when you're not there, legally, and put microphones or put whatever they want in your home. And they can legally execute you and or actually take you from your home without any legal representation. And then Patriot Act 2 that wasn't passed, they can legally execute. That's America. This is Mexico. So the cartel operate like they have the Patriot Act with the police. Let's be honest. So the cops are who Cesar Agusta wants me to believe they were not officers dressed like these guys that you can't see on camera, but I can see them. It was a guy, you can see the tape. He was driving a white truck like that truck driving off. A nice white truck, 4X. It was probably a Cesar Agusta's friend that works for the municipal police. Or maybe some Mexican guy he just paid to act like a cop and flash some papers because, honestly, Hispanic people, I know shit's rough, but quit taking fucking money. I mean, little amounts of money to do some bullshit that's going to get you and your whole family in trouble. I mean, this shit's ridiculous. I mean, I'm from Texas. I've seen it all. So Cesar Agusta just came in front of my home and tried to enter my home with some illegal cops. So I caught it on videotape. You should have seen his face. He went back to the car and started punching the truck. Mr. Agusta that stole $70,000 from me. Now I know Mr. Benito Juarez knows who Cesar Agusta is because Cesar Agusta's wife is the head of the Cancun Travel Association for the students in Cancun schools. So there's the connection between Mr. Benito Juarez and Cesar Agusta. So I know he knows who I'm talking about. So, cops, Real cops. If you want to enter my home for no particular reason, I just told you what you need to have because I don't speak Spanish. And have officers dressed like officers, not some plain clothes. I mean, and a kid with a black vest that said Mexico on it. That's cops in Mexico. No, that is cartel cops. The cartel cops will buy cars like cops, and then they will even have badges made like cops. And then some of them actually do work for the cops, but most of them don't. And then the Hispanic people get scared because they see, oh, policia, and it's not really the police. See, they do this in Romania. The gypsies in Romania have a store where you can go and buy police uniforms. I'm not kidding. That's Romania. I lived there for 8 years, and I dealt with the cartel. I took Nika Geru and Levi Moranu out, Mexican cartel. So if you know about the cartel and human trafficking and who Levi Moranu and Nika Geru, a.k.a. the Claw, is, you know who you're fucking with now. I took them down. So now I'm back home in my country, Mexico, because I'm a Blackfoot, Nuwabi, and Olmec Moor. After taking down the biggest men in Eastern Europe, and then the Mexican cartel and the cops want to play with me? I won my $70,000 that Cesar Agusta has of mine. $70,000. I mean, a man takes $70,000 from you and then tries to show up at your house with dirty cops? I'm a reporter. Why am I a reporter? Because the cartel killed my girlfriend, and see this phone and talking is the only thing that kept me alive. Because I exposed what the cartel is doing to me, like 247. I don't care how crazy the shit was, I would talk about it. See, that's what people don't understand. Once you document every fucking thing that they do, every little thing, they can't do anything. That's why the CIA operates under secrecy. That's why the CIA operates under Freemasons and they covet everything in secrecy. Let me remind you something. Yeshua, the man you guys so blasphemous call Jesus Christ, because that ain't his name. Yeshua Christ is his name. He never did anything in secret. Everything that he did was to teach his people so his people could learn from him and become more than him and to be better than even he was when he walked on this earth. Those were his teachings. Simple enough. So those that don't go by these teachings, go by the teachings of the Baphomet, go by the teachings of these fucking Freemason warlock witches that covet in secret everything because what? They smuggle women, they kill kids, they deal drugs, and they do everything else to hurt you and this earth. Bottom line. That's why, you have so many secret agencies running the world, because the fact of the matter is, if people really found out the truth, they would not go for it. So, Mr. Benito Juarez, just letting you know, Cesar Agusta just sent some dirty cops and him over to my house. I got videotape of it. Please go to Dismantle the Central Intelligence Agency on Facebook, and you can see them for yourselves. You should have seen the look on their face. They were dirty cops. So cops, what are you going to do about a man that comes to my house with dirty cops and that stole $70,000 from me, and this is being reported internationally? I would like to say hello to Tom Brokaw. Anybody know who Tom Brokaw is? One of America's most famous reporters. I would like to tell you why Mr. Brokaw lets me post only on his page now. I'm going to give you some history about me and Mr. Brokaw, because I'm going to tell you what the truth does. Mr. Brokaw, I sent him a message over Facebook stating that I saw him on TV, and he apologized to the Bushes for stating that he was wrong about the election that Bush stole. Because I was an environmentalist in California at the time. It was for CalPIRG, that's California Public Interest Resource Group. And we knew one thing, we had one mission. No matter who gets in office, we still have the same thing to do, and that is to protect this earth. So then we got a story come back to us at the Public Interest Resource Group convention in Seattle that there were people being killed in Florida to fix the votes for Gore. That's Bush's brother. They were killing people. This was before Bush took the election. This was real time. Right before. So we sent 2 carloads of environmentalists to Florida, which to this day, nobody's seen them. They're just vanished. So I told Mr. Brokaw this story. And I said, don't you ever apologize to these Freemason, skull and bones, CIA, Nazi fucks. Because they stole the election from America and then they killed innocent people to do it. I said, Mr. Brokaw, don't ever go on TV and do that because you, out of all the reporters, stood behind all your reports that you made until that day. Which after that day, didn't you retire shortly after that? So all my posts go on Mr. Tom Brokaw's page now. What's up, Damon Marley? All my posts go on Damon Marley's page. What's up, Anna Chapman? All my posts go on Anna Chapman's pages. That's the Russian spy that got caught in New York. Me and her have history. I was living in Romania at the time when I took out the cartel. So you get busted in New York, and there's a man like me taking on the cartel with the videotape, and you're the hottest Russian agent in the world. What are you going to do? Are you going to go sit home and twiddle your thumbs, or are you going to go to Romania and see what's up? So I would also like to say hello to Janet Jackson, my beautiful, wonderful cousin, my poster on her page. I'd like to say what's up to the French Foreign Legion. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. And I'm out here on the streets supporting you and showing these stupid motherfuckers not to fear any of them. And in respect to the Kremlin, y'all can go on all these pages, the Kremlin, the official Kremlin page, and read about Cesar Agusta. You cannot see every video. So don't think in real time. Everybody don't know. If a Freemason comes to you and says, oh, here's some money. Make this go away. Oh, we got it under control. What do you expect them to say? They lie and covet everything. That's all they can do at this point. This is the point when Mexico, Romania, France, America, everybody starts standing up to, what are these guys? 5%. 5% of the world. 5%. And then they got the cops, which the cops are the blue-collar Freemasons. And they're the lowest level of it. They don't know anything. Oh, I'm very strict in all Freemasonry. My family, my grandfather, L.B. Davis, R.I.P., Nuwabian Moor. From Harlingen, from Brownsville, McAllen, you know the Moors. So when he died, guess who took over his seat? Because none of his brethren could compete with me. So, welcome to Cancun, people. I'm waiting for somebody to ring my door with my bag of money and an apology. Other than Cesar Agusta coming to my house with dirty cops. I mean, normally the process goes, okay, he's dirty, he has a garbage company, Rayatech, that's dirty, confiscate all his shit, his bank account's closed, and there you go, here's your 70 grand, Mr. Hewitt, and all the jewels that he has in his fucking possession that I have pictures of in the video from his email. Mauricia and Associates, which is his. And just go, oh, I'm sorry. So then I got my money, and then everything's cool, and then maybe I'll throw a concert. Who knows who I'll bring? I know the best in entertainment. So anyway, just letting you know how things really are going down in Cancun. Mr. Benito Juarez, no disrespect, but if you got a lawyer like Cesar Agusta doing what he's doing, and his wife, that is the head of your travel association for all your students in Cancun, how does that make you look? How does this incident today make your police look? I'll tell you how it makes you look. You know why they did this? Look at what Obama's doing right now with the gangs. Huh? Look at what the CIA has done to Mexico since they brought their ass to Argentina. Need I remind you why Mexico, and quote me on this, is so rich, so fucking rich, but so poor? Just like Romania. I'm going to tell you something about Romania. Romania has the biggest gold reserves in the world. But right now you have the UK Windsors stealing it. The Canadians stealing it. Government companies going into Bushin Mountains and stealing that money and that gold. When Romania should be the richest country in the world. But nobody says anything because they own the media. That is Romania. And this is really happening right now. Same shit in Mexico. Same shit. Mexico has so many resources, it is insane. Why do you think the CIA and all of the Nazi, Freemason, satanic governments want this country so much? I'll tell you why. Because right now, Mexico, as you sit, you have gangs that are representing you going into America, and all the news is reporting is those gangs and trying to get America pissed off at you. And then they're going to start the FEMA camps, Agenda 21, and start locking Mexicans up in America. This is the new Nazism. And then what do you think, Mexico, is the next move, huh? If you don't take care of this, it is going to be much worse than you could ever fathom. And this is the truth. I mean, you can't see it. Anything the Freemasonic-owned news starts reporting on, they control. And there's a reason. They operate on fear, and that's it. Fear. Just like the cartel. Fear. Be scared of me. Once you have no fear, you see the clear picture. Because fear is delusion. That's what they have. They are delusional psychopaths. And once you understand that, they ain't got shit on you. So welcome to Cancun and understand the deception as I lift the veil for everybody to take a good look at how they operate, and honestly, how pathetic, how stupid, how moronic these obsessed, psychopathic, and I mean psychopathic. Look it up. Read the definition. Look at how psychopathic they are. If you're a psychopath, you don't think. You don't do rational things. You do anything that pops in your mind to save your ass. So anyway, have a good day. Mr. Juarez, please visit my website, Dismantle the Central Intelligence Agency on Facebook. Officers, I would like to remind you that the Border Police of Mexico, specifically the ones at El Paso, know me. And respects to them, they're really cool. They were the ones that said, nah, you can't drive through Mexico, it's too dangerous. Because I tried to drive to Cancun. So, respects to those officers, they know what's up. And respects to all the other agents and assets and ninjas and assassins that are in on this. Because it's about the women and kids. You got to understand, you waste my time That's giving them more time to hurt another innocent child, to take another innocent woman. And honestly, if you are against me, I don't give a fuck about you. All I care about is women, children, and that's it. They killed my wife, I ain't got no kids. Peace.